Okay, so that was definitely an island. I think that's an island. This looks like an island. So I understand why this is called Island Lake. There appears to be a lot of islands. Hence the need for boardwalks, which I love. We are in Mono, Ontario, by Orangeville, I think, at the Vicky Barron conservation area. I have been promised boardwalks, so let's go on a hike. It's a gorgeous day. I'm gonna get sunburned. Okay, so there it is. There is at least one boardwalk. I think this place is actually called Island Lake Conservation Area. There's a lot of confusing signs on whether or not it's Vicky Barron Trail, Vicky Barron Park, but Island Lake is somehow involved, and I assume because that's an island. But let's go see. All right, this is what we're here for. It's a boardwalk, the boardwalk I was promised. I think this one came up on Instagram probably from To Do Toronto, which loves to tell me everything that's not in Toronto, but actually outside Toronto, which works. Less traffic up here. Boardwalk. I love boardwalks. Boardwalks over water exceed bridges. Bridges over water exceed boardwalks that go over sand. Because while convenient, they're it's not as much fun. I don't know. One day we'll create the hierarchy of bridges. Covered bridge over everything. Oh no, I don't know. Anyway. Here we go. So according to All Trails, this should be 5 miles. I don't know what that is in kilometers. 10? 2.2 times 5, is that right? Or is that pounds? I don't know. We'll see at the end of this. Let's go. I will also say that it looks like it's deserted. I've seen a lot of people running more than anything, but a few people walking. It's definitely an easy trail, so any level of walking can be done, as well as biking. There are signs about cyclists. I haven't seen any. It's a gorgeous day, but it is a Monday, so on the weekend I bet this place is full, and same with in the summer, but we're still early April right now, so it's pretty empty. But yeah, so far, would recommend. I've already lied to you. Boardwalks through forests are number 1. I don't know why they're better than water or sand, but boardwalks through forests. That's where the magic happens. But I like these little lookouts they've created. Work really well. Okay, so here's the map so you get an idea. I parked here, so we've done that, so definitely over that. Ooh, we're gonna get some more boardwalks over here. We still have a little bit of a ways to go. So it is Island Lake Conservation Area, I suppose. We are doing the Vicky Barron, so 8 kilometers. I don't know where I saw that was 5 miles. Does that equal? Who knows? It should take me 2 hours, but you'll see there's a few different things. Amazingly, just the one. And yeah, I think it's a beaver. Oh, I think it's a muskrat. It doesn't have a beaver tail. Thanks, cyclist, for scaring it away. Come back. Be my friend. Oh, that's a worse angle. Hold on. Oh, there he goes. Oh, is he still there? Yeah, his tail looked really small, so I'm gonna assume it's muskrat, not beaver. You know what time it is? It's time to reapply my sunscreen. If you've seen my Kawartha Lakes videos, you know I came there very unprepared. But you know what the one thing I did have on me the whole time? Sunscreen. And like 4 different kinds of sunscreen. Very pro sunscreen. This trip, I did make sure that I have 2 cameras with batteries, water, hair elastics. I think I had hair elastics last time. What else? There's food. This is supposed to be 2 hours versus 2 days, and I've come way more prepared. Always get your ears when you sunscreen, people. Always get your ears. Yeah. Okay, look at this boardwalk. Boardwalk over marshland. Oh, can you see? Oh, never mind. That is not a minnow. That's a leaf. There's water striders, though. I think I just entered a horror film. Like, I know these trees are literally everywhere from where I live, but I always think that Slender Man or someone is going to jump out and kill me. Guys, remember earlier when I said cover bridges? At least I hope I said that. I hope I didn't just say it in my head. Look what we're coming up on. Beautiful little cover bridge. Aww. They're so adorable. How absolutely adorable is this? Cover bridges. Cover bridges and suspension bridges take the cake. They are number one. Especially this is like a cover bridge boardwalk. Ooh, very high ranking. Very high ranking. Okay. Here we go. Well, there was just a sign there that said that there are in fact muskrats in here. So I was correct. Let's see. We got anything good? There should be turtles in here, but I don't know quite yet. Sorry if the turtles will be out quite yet. That's what that statement was supposed to be. There's so many different types of boardwalks here. This was a good decision to come here. Okay, I've given it some thought. Here's my hierarchy of bridges. Number one would be anything that's actually in the trees. So we're talking suspensions bridges especially, but sometimes boardwalks are way higher up and go tree to tree. They just take the cake for obvious reasons. But if we're talking on like ground level, number one, cover bridges. Though I'm still humming and hawing because some cover bridges are better than others. But when it comes to boardwalks, so I would go cover bridges and then boardwalks. Boardwalks should go marshland, then through forest, then over clear water, like we're about to get. So we're just coming out of a forest one. We're gonna go over a clear water is what I would call this one, right? Kind of open water. Then boardwalk over sand. Though suspension bridges over open water, probably boardwalk over open water, then suspension bridge over water. Let's redo this. Suspension bridges, boardwalks in the trees. Boardwalk through marshland. Boardwalk through forests. Cover bridges over open water. Boardwalks over open water. Suspension bridge over open water. Boardwalk over sand. Then all other bridges. And I mean, what's the definition of a bridge? Could be debated. I would say that if it's like, you know, logs, depends on the log. Sometimes a really good log makes a really good bridge, and sometimes it doesn't. Ooh, stone bridges over open water. That might be up there. I forgot about stone bridges. Comment below what your type of favorite bridge is. I found some swans. They are too far away for me to see the color of their beak. So they're either trumpeter or muted, all depending on the color of their beak, unless that's not how you tell, and then, you know, Dad will correct me later. So that's cute. I found a turtle, but it kind of just looks like a rock that can move. Oh, there! It's a painted turtle. Painted turtles are actually invasive to Ontario. They were people's pets, but now we'll kind of take care of them. Oh, he went underwater. Come back. Come back. I'm sorry that I called you invasive. Come back. Nope. So you can see the sun has disappeared. It has become a lot windier and a lot darker. So I was hoping to go to the Mono Cliffs after this, because I assume they're also in Mono based on the name. But we shall see, because I think I still have another kilometer or two to walk. Yeah. I'm gonna check the weather. All right, so we are back in my car. It literally 2 minutes prior to getting in the car did it start to rain, and now it's raining pretty well. So I'm gonna see if I can get a bite to eat, as if we're so far out of the countryside there's not a Tim Hortons. But I'm gonna grab a bite to eat. I'm gonna check the radar and see what's happening with this weather. If it looks like it's gonna just kind of clear over, I'll hang out in the area because the Mono Cliffs are only 20 minutes away. However, it is a provincial park, which means I have to pay because I forgot the pass. So I want to make sure that the weather will stay dry enough to make it worth my while. So let's start by getting a bite to eat, and I'll give an update after that. Okay, so it seems that the rain has stopped. Quite frankly, I couldn't get signal to check, but it seems fine. And the back of my car, the car of many things, I had a rain jacket, so we're gonna go. So we're at Mono Cliffs Provincial Park. You could get a day pass or 4-hour section, so I guess I've paid for 4 hours, which cost me $7.50. And let's see what we can find. Hopefully, some cliffs. It's honestly so quiet. You can hear an airplane, but other than that, it's like, I don't know if that's the calm before the storm, because it looks like there should be animals around, but it is so quiet. All right, so this one's listed on all trails as moderate. And I get that. Probably should have done it before the easy one, because my legs are gonna hurt, guys. Okay, so here's our viewing platform. It is on Bruce Trail main track. So let's see. Or unless these are the stairs down. No, those are the stairs down. So the viewing's got to be a little bit further that way. I don't think the view's gonna give me that much, because that's like just a field. So I'm gonna say screw that. We're gonna go back this way, and we're gonna do the long trail. And I'm already out of breath, so this is gonna be great. But we're gonna go down here, which takes us to McCranston's Lake Trail. I have to say, like, I know I didn't fully go on the cliff top trail. There seems to be a severe lack of cliffs. And I know it's called Mono Cliff, which like means one. But severe lack of cliffs. If it looks like I'm not recording as much about Mono Cliffs as I did about Vicky Barron, or Island Park, whatever we're calling that one, it's because there's no bridges. Well, there is, but very little ones. They don't count, so everything kind of looks the same. It's just, you know, a lot of horror movie vibes. Not as horror movie as we saw earlier, but, you know, Sleepy Hollow is what I would call this one. Okay, so All Trail says that's a trail and that it's the fastest way back to that lookout point, which is I think where I actually want to go, even though, you know, cue back me being like, the way it lookout's not worth it. I'm gonna do it. We're gonna go through here and we're gonna trust All Trails. Like, it definitely is a trail, it's just not a well carved out trail like I would say the other one, but the other one was Bruce Peninsula. This would be like a side trail. Sorry, Bruce Trail, not Bruce Peninsula, but also Bruce Peninsula. That's confusing. One day I'll do a video about that. So we're gonna see where this one goes, and hopefully back to that lookout, because I think that's where the cliff actually is. I know. I'm apologizing to myself. Okay, so this is where I'm being spit out on this path, which, so I will have already done some of that path, but like, if you went the other way, you would never find that. Anyway, it was like, clearly people have walked it many a time. It's just not like this, which is well kept because of Bruce Trail. Hilarious though. All right, let's go back to the lookout. Okay, it's like an hour later, 45 minutes, and we're back at the stairs. And apparently the stairs are actually over there, which makes this the lookout. Let's go see if this is worth it. If it's not, and I have to climb back up here, I'm gonna be upset. Oh, yeah, okay. This is what I was looking for the whole time. Oh, and it is cliffs, plural, so I was right. There should be more than one cliff. Yeah. Yeah, so I could have just saved myself 5 kilometers of walking. It's fine. We're fine. It's cold down here. I don't know if you notice, I'm back in a t-shirt. Or in a t-shirt, not back in a t-shirt. Okay, this is cool. This is why I didn't think the lookout was boring. It's like, this is cool. So this was a really cool hiking spot. I would say, is it worth the amount of hiking I just did? No. 20 minutes down the road to Island Park, Vicky Barron Trail, whatever we're calling it. Way cooler, especially if you're in this area. We kind of have cliffs everywhere. We've been to Collingwood. We've seen trails like this. The rest of the trail, I mean, we'll keep going because there's more stairs, but I don't think it's worth it in the grand scheme of things. But it was definitely a fun outing. I'm definitely exhausted. I'm glad I stopped by. But as I say, as beautiful as this is, there is other trails in the area that has more of this. So my rating of this one is like, out of 10, it's like a 5. Maybe in the summer would be better, but I was pretty bored on those trails. I don't think I shot nearly as much footage. There was not as much wildlife. And as beautiful as this is, there's similar things out there. That is my take on Mono Cliffs. I don't think I did a take on Island Park, Vicky Barron, who knows, conservation area, Mono, Orangeville, where was I? Highly recommend that one. It was easy trails, it was beautiful. Boardwalks, people were cycling, people had their strollers, we saw more wildlife. Definitely cool. But yeah, I mean, I am about to take a bunch of selfies of this, but if this is all it is, it's not really worth it. On the theme of horror movies, there's some huge ravens back there. They're kind of through the trees, but they're going around making a racket, and they are huge.